look at me and don't know that I have issues, y'all have no right to judge anyone else in your life. Because the hot crazy scale is a real thing. And I'm way over here. I was also a nurse for 15 years, so that should kind of tell you something. I am the smartest dumbass you will ever meet. I have 2 college degrees and no job. I'm here, so that should explain that. Let's see, I have 2 college degrees because the first one didn't quite stick. The second one, I had to have 2 years of psych, and thank God it wasn't 3, and the psych classes, not therapy, even though I probably could have benefited from both. But after 2 years of psych, I was able to diagnose my husband with autism, because it's not that he doesn't care, he doesn't have the ability to. And that just made so much more sense to me. The best advice I ever got for a marriage was lower your expectations. Wow, that makes sense, because there's no way he's going to perform at my level. And I get so mad when he doesn't. And he was like, you don't think I can do anything? And I said, no, I think you can do everything. You can't do anything right. And let's see, when he and I first got together, he's dead now, and I didn't kill him, just so you know. It was close for a minute, but I didn't kill him. When he and I first got together, he used to say I was everything he ever wished for. Within 6 months, he was saying, I should have been more specific. I'm like, me too, mofo. Yeah, he left that all open, and God has a sense of humor, so God filled in the rest, and wow, I'm a lot. So when I first started dating, I would tell guys, that I come with a warning label. I should just let you know up front, I'm a little not quite right. A lot of fun, but I'm not quite right. And now I just get them to sign a waiver of liability because it's easier that way. They got a signature, they can't deny it, they can't say they didn't know, and all of my warnings won't fit on one label anymore. So it works out for us. Let's see, we got any dog owners in here? Any dog and pet people? Right? I'm a dog person myself, and my best friend Lisa had called me and said that her daughter was in the shower washing the bigger dogs, right? And then all of a sudden her daughter starts screaming and says, Mom! Mom! She's like, what? And she said, Mom, my finger accidentally slipped into the dog's Momo, and now I got poop on my finger, and I'm dying laughing because I'm on speakerphone. I'm hearing this whole thing, and I was thinking, once I got composed myself, I thought, I've had dogs my whole life, and I've bathed a lot of dogs, and not one time ever has my finger accidentally slipped. And no, it didn't. It's never happened. So I didn't know how to tell my best friend that I think her daughter might have a problem. But I did take her off my dog watching list. She's no longer allowed to watch my dog. So let's see. What else do I have for you? I am not from the mountain. I lived on the mountain for a little while. And the way you can tell the difference is if they say, "Hey, man," and you can't understand another word they say, they're from the mountain. I just lived on the mountain for a little bit, but I do have a lazy eye, which is confusing for most, because there's a lot of them up there that's, hereditary, and I guess mine is too, but I'm not inbred, dang it. So I grew up Navy, and I grew up all over this country, and I was not prepared for the people in Dunlap, Tennessee. I was not prepared for that, and I've lived in a lot of places, and oh gosh, what whole point is that? Did you know that most parachutes are made in Dunlap, Tennessee? The guy that jumped from the moon or whatever to outer space, his parachutes were made for Dunlap, Tennessee. Dunlap, Tennessee, guys. I was just like, no way! I can't believe more people don't die. I really, really can't. Let's see. Oh, goodness, I'm trying to think of anything I say clean, because this is my first time being in a clean place, so I'm working on it. So I got my lazy eye from my grandmother, and my dad could have fixed that when I was real little, just a real quick snip done. But he said it's the only time he can tell when I'm inebriated. And I'm sorry, I didn't know. Bless your heart, baby. You ever teach your kids limericks? Like when they're growing up, they're like, ring around the road, little limericks and stuff. Well, I don't know if I was a correct mom or not, but bless his heart, I had a boy, and I used to tell him, don't be a fool and cover your tool, and your mom's going to tell you what that means later. Let's see. I also had a few other cheers, but I can't say them here. Let's see. My grandmother gave me a pair of running shoes for a wedding present. I'm not a runner. And I said, I'm confused. And she said, honey, with your mouth, you're going to need them. And sure enough, I did. But when I didn't run and I had a fight or flight, you know, I'm a little person. I'm just a little baby. So I'm going to fight dirty. That's all I got, you know. So, you ever seen somebody fighting with their eyeball hanging out? Me neither. They'll stop every time. But apparently, the police call that aggravated assault. I beg to differ, because if I'm climbing you like a monkey and poking out your eyeball, I'm well past aggravated. I am well past it, so I didn't agree to that. But I did have a brawl with my sister on my front porch in front of a pre-manufactured home on the mountain. So I did try to fit in the best I could. When my father finally bailed me out of jail, because it was his fault, of course, I did get home and my sister had a wad of hair that was still on my front porch, and I'm such an ass that I put it in an envelope and I mailed it back to her and I said, here, you left this at my house. And my dad's like, did you really have to do that? And I said, well, the restraining order, but I made it so I had to. So, but after I realized that I had a drunken brawl in my front yard, my direct neighbors were my blood relatives. The last time I went to jail was with my son for in the Christmas edition of Just Busted. It was wonderful. I am not inbred. Dang it, I'm not from the mountain. So when all this kind of hit me at one time, I sold that darn house because I didn't want my grandkids to say we're inbred or to be able to say we're not inbred. I'm sorry, that didn't go over well. Anyway, I sold that house and got the hell away from there. I could not acclimate anymore. Let's see. Never check to see if something's hot by using a body part. So, if you need to check and see if your lighter works, don't hold it up to the side of your ear and see if there's any gas coming out. Because that's how I lost about half the hair on this side. Like that. I was like, no! You could smell burnt hair for an hour. It was awful. I also tried to use a magic eraser on my face. Do not do that. I told you, smartest dumbass you'll ever meet. Do not do that. It will not erase the lines of time. It will, however, give you a chemical peel that you are not prepared for. It will hurt. Let's see, what else I got for you. Y'all ladies out here know about those little, the breasts, you know, they're kind of fleshy and they hook together in the middle, you know, in case you're wearing something you can't run wrong with or something. Well, don't ever get them wet, and that includes sweating, because they might just fall out of your garment in the middle of the dance floor. It's possible. It happens. Be careful. Don't sweat, because I thought, I'm not swimming. It's not raining. I'm good. Turns out I was not good, and that was embarrassing, getting my boobs off the side of the wall in the dance room, and everybody saw that, so be careful you don't sweat when you have those in. Let's see. Do not ever walk a Great Dane in slip-on shoes. It will not bode well for you. Probably not. It didn't bode well for me. Let's see. I don't have much for you. I told you I was trying to put 5 together. Let's see. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all I got for you. I'm Bonnie Jane. Look me up on YouTube. Sorry, baby. I wrote all that crap down. I didn't say none of it.
Give it up for Bonnie Jane, guys. Yeah.